great to meet the both of you, but more importantly, it's great with the show that you guys got going. What are we talking here? Scooby-Doo meets Ghostbusters, but we're doing it in the best Canadian style that you can do it. What's the new show called?
The show is called Ghosting, and it's everything great about being stupid, funny, sexy, and relatable.
Okay, now I love the way you did that, though, but I still need about more on this. What's going on with this show, man?
Ghosting. We take actors like ourselves off the script, out of their horror genre that they're used to, and into real-life haunted locations across Canada to see if it's haunted or not. And then Luke and I debate it out at our haunted headquarters to see who's right.
Who came up with this brilliant idea?
Both of us, while on a boat circling Alcatraz.
Come on, no, seriously?
Yes.
Seriously, yeah. Like,
It was a
no
long
joke.
boat ride.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait, I love how you just go, yeah, I was by Alcatraz. No, give me the false.
That's how it happened. We were in San Francisco for a movie premiere. Luke learned that Alcatraz was off the shore of San Francisco and was like, we have to go right now. And we go to the pier, and you have to book these trips months in advance.
Alcatraz is poppin'.
Yeah.
That's a VIP place. And then we went on a boat, we circled the island, talked about how we wanted to go to Alcatraz because it's haunted, and thus creating the show. But Bacola Aoka, who's on Robin Hood, who's on this show, was on the boat with us, which is why she's our first episode.
Oh, that is brilliant. So how do you find the locations? How do you figure that out?
We use a really sophisticated process called Google. Yeah. Yeah. And then we see if it's available. But we really did want to go to some of the most haunted locations and then some hidden gems. So there are places that are really big and popular, like, I'd say
Aurelia Opera House, the Old Angel Inn. Those are like the places that, like, if you Google most haunted places in Ontario, like, they come up first. But then you have places like the McDonald Log Cabin or Castle Kilbride, which are a bit more like like if you're a real like paranormal investigator, that's the place you go, because the other places, they're just like the tourist attractions. But these are like the real deal, because one thing about us is we're the real deal. And definitely we 100% know what we're doing.
Always.
But we had a lot of help from real paranormal investigators to kind of help pinpoint, like, these are the real haunted places you have to go to. And so we have a great range of very haunted to, like, is it haunted? So...
Okay, so give me a location and give me the story behind one of these real haunted places.
Oh, I'd say one of the really haunted. We have a spot called the Wellington County Museum in Fergus, Ontario, and there are over 600 bodies buried on site. Yeah, and so it's actually known as one of the most haunted places in Canada, and we went to one of the most haunted rooms in this building, which has all of these shadow figures that are in it. So we brought Jade Hasune, who's from Shadow Hunters, to help us find these shadow men, and some crazy stuff goes down in that episode.
Yeah, so folks really understand. So you find the locations. Then what happens? Because of course we got actors, people who are going to be involved in this.
We kind of did a really fun way of tying everybody into something. So, for example, we went to the McDonald Log Cabin in Alliston, Ontario, and we brought Kevin Alves with us, who's from the hit series Yellow Jackets. Yeah. Most of that show takes place in a cabin in the woods. We went to a cabin in the woods because of the fact that you would assume that he would, like, know how cabins work, maybe how the ghosts of a cabin would work. It's a stupid fictional tie-in. But that's the fun of the leverage, because he's always in that own world of Yellow Jackets. It's a very serious, very dramatic show. Put him in our cabin, it's a very different, stupid show. But even with that cabin, we had, the lore of that is someone froze to death and they never found them until after the winter. And this was all of this lore, and there's a demon in this cabin. And then we were like, okay, Kevin, you love cabins, go play with the demon. And because in theory that would make sense. Obviously in real life, that's not how it works. But we were able to bring Katie Douglas from Ginny and Georgia, Frankie and Hale Grande, Cynthia Kiss, Bacola Aoka, Zoe de Grand Maison from Orphan Black. And so we had a great, slew of people showing up. Devin Nakota from Scream. Oh my goodness. So we had a lot of people kind of put their fictional knowledge to the test here. Did it always work? You'll have to find out.
We have to find out, too. The guest stars that we have on this, how did they feel after the experience?
All of them still talk to us, so that's great. No, it was awesome. And the cool thing about all of our guests is there's a varying degree of believability and skepticism.
Yeah.
So they're all coming in with a unique perspective, which is why we bring them with us, because I'm a believer and Luke is a skeptic. So our guest is kind of the audience POV, and we kind of try to sway them one way or the other. And depending on the location, some guests are more freaked out. We definitely had, like, Hale and Frankie left wanting to create their own ghost show because they were so thrilled with how the investigation went. So there's that. And then we also had some guests, I won't say who left being like, I don't know if I believe in ghosts. You know what I mean?
And we also had some guests leave, Devin Dakota, who was like, I never want to do this again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how long do they usually stay in these facilities? How, like, is it all night? Is it during?
It was one night, one long night.
Yeah.
Overnight, we would start at like 7, 8 p.m. and go until about 4, 5, 6 in the morning. But it was a ride, because the more tired you get and the later it gets, the more things go bump. So it's like the adrenaline is keeping you going. But I think every single person on the show had a very specific experience that no one else had. Every episode is different. You've never watched the same thing twice on the show.
I was going to say, as we wrap this up, is there, for both of you watching this, as, the believer, non-believer, was there something in any of the episodes that you saw and you went, ah?
Yes, I don't want to take what I feel like you might say, so I'll take a different one. We spoke with a demon in an episode, and I am just an actor. I am not a demonologist, so I had to do a little bit of research to how do you evoke a demon, and I was shocked at the results that we got. A little proud of myself, too, I'm going to say. I prepped for the audition. It went well.
I love it. And like I said, was there, just a moment in one of the episodes you were like, even though you don't believe, you're just like, oh.
On January 26th, when the show drops all 8 episodes, Devin Dakota Castle Kilbride, that episode, you will watch me go on a journey that you have not seen before, and I'll say that. That was a turning point for me. And you see it on my face very clearly.
I love this. I love the fact you guys are doing this. Just curious, because we've got this great season happening, do you think that we may be able to bump this around Halloween, where maybe we have a special from you guys on this? Or if we even want to get even more hilarious, man, a Christmas special behind something this.
The Ghosts of Christmas Past.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, I don't know, but one thing I'll say is that there are ghosts everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere. So anywhere that's willing to have us, we'd be willing to investigate.
I would still love to do a Halloween episode. Yeah. And if we did that, we would have, or a Halloween special, and we'd have to bring in Priyanka. Does that would be the person I put down.
Oh.
But definitely, listen, whatever happens, we're so down to do, but I definitely think this season gives you the taste test that everybody wants. And once you've sunk your fangs in, I hope we see you a second time around.
Oh, well, I hope to be seen again, because the way you guys are talking, I don't think I'm ever going to be seen again unless I'm a ghost on one of your episodes.
No ghosts were harmed in the making of the show.
There you go. Gentlemen, congratulations.
Thank you.
Love this great idea. And what's even cooler, though, is for some folks who may not even known that certain places are haunted, now we know. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.